so sorry, y'all. We was running a little bit late, but you know how it is. It's life, just real life. That's what we do.
We're on our phones up.
Yes. People called us. We are sorry. We was coming, but this is real life. We do real live taping, so it's okay. It's okay. But thank everybody for joining us. You know how we do. If you have not tuned in before, you are tuning in with Soul Talk with T and Key. And today we have our special, amazing guest. Okay.
Guys.
Yes, yes. So let's get right into it. Coco, tell them about you. Who are you?
Um, I'm an amazing being, very spiritual entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. I don't do just one thing, but I do own a luxury cleaning business, do commercial and real estate. Um, my mom of two. I have a degree in early childhood education, so I love teaching kids. I love giving back to the children. Um, I'm just really hands on with this life stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Really, just really being hands on. As you can see, you see my '90s look. Trying to keep that channel, that inner '90s fine vibe. So,
Yeah. I love the 90s. The 90s was the best.
It was my favorite too. It was my favorite. I get into it.
The jump rope and hot scotch and red light, green light, and red light, green light.
Or the best Jones on the stoop with your homegirls and y'all singing from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Julius helped me. I wasn't there. What? Twins and me, they know who they are. They ever seen us.
Yeah.
Having names like Peaches. Okay, and Boo Butt.
Yeah.
And you got Boo Butt. Come on. I loved it, but no, the 90s is definitely. Listen, I'm a 90s girl all the way, y'all. So I love the vibe. Okay, I love it all the way. Thank you. You would have thought my son was born in the 90s. He not. What he wanna be?
But he act like you think he nice like that.
You can't tell they got a 90s baby like. It's all right. Fine. I let him have his whole shine.
As you're supposed to.
You got a throwback kid. Yeah, I do. Okay. All right. Don't last forever.
Dog. Yeah. They want to be in our area.
I'm not mad at them.
You know what's so funny? It's so crazy because you know the music we listen to now, but I was playing something one day and it was still our vibe, but my son was saying, no, mama, it's trash. And next thing you know, he don't put on some temptation.
I know he's gonna follow. He said it's trash.
He said it's trash.
Yeah. But they put on the temptation.
But then I put on the temptation. So I mean, I
what was you playing?
I was playing something like Jill the Bird or something.
He wasn't feeling it. He was not feeling it.
He don't know.
He said he gonna play something.
I'm not only know the Temptations because I come from playing with my kids like Just Dance all the time. So all those old songs that was coming up and he was a baby. He heard from Just Dance. So it was probably one of the songs from Just Dance to him. That's like a classic.
We have throwback children. Apparently. You know, growing up in my household, it was Babyface. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Babyface, hands up, hands down. My mama screaming, cleaning, cooking, whatever got something to do in that house, she doing it. Babyface had to play. Yeah. You know his album from front to back. Like if I ever meet you, Mr. Face, I need your mama. I know you.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Face of me. Mr. Face. Fun fact, I was at the radio station one time and Keith Sweat works there, right? And my phone, he stopped me and said, hey, how you doing, young lady? I said, Mr. Sweat. He looked at me. You could feel like it melted him. Like, damn, I'm a Mr. now. But you still known. You are still well known and respected, Mr. Sweat.
Oh my goodness, that is the best. I wish I would have saw his face. He had that.
Yeah, when I said Mr. Sweat, I'm like, all right, dang. What you want me to call you? Key? Yeah. I'm like,
He wanted me to say, yes, he did. Yes, he did. He wanted me to say, Eve. Like, what? Give him his whole life.
I'm like, no, I'm going growing up.
From Mr. Black. Please, y'all, please. Hilarious. So listen, this is our girl CoCo, y'all. This is the vibe. This is how we vibe with our girl all the time. So we are letting you in on our conversation with her today. Like, this is what we do. Okay. So remember to like and share, because what's being said, the conversation that you're hearing right now, it could not be for you, it could be for somebody else, right? Exactly. You never know. So share it. And yeah, so we just gonna continue to have the conversation, but I gotta jump in there and tell y'all like that's it. So I wish you say like, share, and make sure y'all comment. Sometimes, in social media world, especially the live world, we do not know you're here unless you guys comment. So make sure you comment so we can answer your comments and tune in. And speaking of comments, we have Marie Rose over here that said, "Hey, ladies." Hey.
Sunday.
Yes. So I'm still not public. I don't know why, y'all. It just won't let me do it on this stream. Like I did a whole test and everything. You want to talk about I fix you? We can both talk. It's ridiculous, child. All right, so let's get into, because we're talking self love, we're talking mental health. So let's get into it, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna start asking you your very first question. I was trying to figure out what question I wanted to ask you today, but I was like, which one? So it says, can you describe yourself using 3 affirmation words?
3 affirmation words. One that I love to take from you, resilience.
Yes.
Abundance and free.
Yes. Resilient, abundant, and free. Come on.
Yeah.
Those are powerful. Those are heavy hitters right there. I love all of them. Resilience, abundance. Because one thing about life is it's going life. That's why we gotta be resilient, girl. Tell them a story. Tell them about being free, because being free is different for everybody, right? So talk about what's free to you.
What's free to me is when you wake up in the morning, regardless if it's a 9 to 5, whatever that it is, when you're waking up in the morning and you're doing exactly what it is that you want to do, right? Yes, maybe we may not feel like doing what we have to do all the time, but it is something that we want to do. Very appreciative for having my business. I haven't had a 9 to 5 in almost 10 years.
Come on, congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm working on being automated this year. So if it's not this year, this time next year, I should be fully automated.
Yes.
And moving on to the next, I'll be super excited. But no, I'm not going to be Oprah Winfrey rich, but I'll have more freedom that they can create elsewhere.
I know,
but just creating that, no, I'm not going to say, I made more than a person with a 9 to 5 or whatever. Like I have done it, just like with every business that has its ups and downs. But the thing that's more important to me is that my time is really my time. Nobody has to call me anywhere. I don't have to miss anything that I want to attend. When it comes to my children, I am always available. I'm always present. That's the kind of freedom that is important to me. Being able to be there when it matters.
Yes, and that's so important, because I just feel that on so many levels, because that time freedom is that. So like I just started my full-time entrepreneur journey in November. So that's why I said I gotta give it up, because it's not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy at all. And I only been doing this since November of last year. But it's worth it, and the time freedom that you have. And you're right, I can show up at any given time for my kids. And I was just saying the other day on Friday, we was at a whole event, and it was we would have been at work.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that I don't take it for granted at all, because I would not be able to be in 2 places at once. Like you can only stretch yourself but so thin, especially when it's just you. Like when it's just you, you can't be. I got 3 kids. I can't. But 3 kids got conferences. I can't be everywhere. But at least if I don't have a job, I'm like, all right, I can maybe swing you right now, and I can swing you here, and I don't have to tell my job, oh, you know what, I gotta leave. I gotta come in late or I gotta so congratulations, girl. That's big. That's big. Yeah, that's big. You need to talk about how you got there because some people don't even understand. They are so scared to step out to do what you're doing. That's a big thing.
My cousin Reach, shout out to Reach, that's my girl, love her. My cousin Reach came to me one day, was like, hey cousin, you want to clean up this? I'm like, God, I'm making these corporate people thousands of dollars a month. Let me go ahead and try it and see. For the first 2 years, I worked with a franchise. Got in there, learned what I like, what I don't like about the operations. Got in, got out, broke even, thank God. Um, yeah, if you're going to do a franchise, go in there smart and know your numbers. That's the only feedback I can have for y'all for that. Then right after that, COVID happened, right? Ooh, it was such a money grab. It was PUA and PP loans, and it was so much going on. It was so, especially for a cleaning business, right? And everybody like, oh my God, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I never got a PPA. I never got a PPP, whoever that other stuff is. I never did any of them. Y'all can look my stuff up. I used that time to see if I had the mental capacity to withstand and really maintain and upscale a business. Yeah. And I'm grateful that I took that time instead of just jumping on and doing the money grab thing. Because look how that dissolved and yes, everybody is just flatlined when it comes to their business because they didn't mentally prepare themselves. Mental preparation is important. Budgeting, knowing your budget, no more paycheck to paycheck. People start stretching out, try to think month to month a little bit, but if you really want to go for it, think year to year. What does it take for your basic needs? I know I probably maybe spend about 3 to 5 thousand a year on my basic needs. That's so that is deodorant, that's toothpaste and things like that. You got to know when your stuff is on sale. So when you have the extra money, you can be able to buy in bulk. Have your basic needs met for the people who are um worrying about their bills, right? Okay. We can for the people who are worried about their bills, like, well, what about my bills and things like that? There is a there is a blessing in your taxes. I know people want to run out, oh, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And honestly, for real, if y'all waited all the way that long to get it done, you can go a little longer and figure another way out to get it done and not use your taxes. I know that my my utility bills for the entire year don't exceed $3,000. Everybody who is getting taxes probably get 4 or more, right? Depending on if you have young children, whatever. Take 2 grand, take 3 grand, and throw it on your utility bills. If you can sign in for a LIHEAP and all those other things, do that. Because if your utilities is paid for, the only thing you really need to worry about is rent. You can go to work and find rent money really quickly. That's easy. But being mentally focused, mentally strong, but proper budgeting, being realistic with your lifestyle. Like I had to not get my nails done for a whole year. I had to do my own nails. Had to do my own hair for a year and things like that. You got to be willing to sacrifice and be realistic with yourself. And start from here. There's nothing wrong with Walmart. There's nothing wrong with Primark. I know the girls be running from Target, but Target always having great deals. And if you have young children, you can spend $400 a year minimum on their clothing, Cat and Jack clothing. The Cat and Jack clothing line. At the end of the year, you give them back all the clothes that you bought or whatever. You doesn't matter. Holes in them doesn't matter. They give you up to $400. They give you a $400 credit.
Now, say that one more time. Say what you're speaking of because I've never heard of that before. So, is that just for children?
Yes, because they only make clothes for kids.
Okay.
Okay. Right. But shout out to us because we can slide to a nice little large. But Target has a program where They give you $400 credit. Is now you have basically a revolving credit to be able to take care of your kids. $400. $400 is a good little dollar for school clothes, for summer clothes, whatever. But keep your ears to the streets on great discounts. Don't overlook them. Don't feel as though you're better than it or you don't need it. I became an extreme couponer. It got ridiculous with me. I know that if you buy certain things in bulk and it's not on sale, you get it on sale because you bought it in bulk. Like,
know your resources and your numbers.
You gotta get mentally sturdy. You gotta get mentally sturdy. And I figured this out on the way. Nobody just like, hey, do this and do that. But
yes, that's what's up.
Mentally sturdy. Be honest with yourself about your finances. And be willing to sacrifice when that extra income comes. Don't go and buy something that you want at the moment. Just go ahead and take care of those needs. So then when it comes to the head, you have everything else. Everything else is now a profit.
That is true. I love that. That was an awesome answer. And it reminded me of a conversation that we just having with one of my friends today about assets and liability. And not actually being able to purchase anything unless it's an asset, right? And that's people and things.
That's fair.
Right? Because people are also liabilities. Until you can realize that some people in your circle are liabilities, so you're not going to achieve the things that you're supposed to be able to achieve because these liabilities are going to come and mess it up anyway. You're self-sabotaging without really realizing that you're
self-sabotaging your assets. That's each other your liabilities. That's like
liability.
She hanging out with me. And I'm not doing what I need to do, and I'm always leaning on her. And she's always bailing me out. So if Key is on the sea, rowing her boat, and I'm like, yo, I need some help. I'm poking holes in my girl boat.
Yes. Yes.
It's over with now. Now she ain't got a boat.
Now I'm thinking. Yes, I think that was right on point because we just had that conversation. But yes, know your numbers and know what's the difference between an asset and liability, whether that's person, place, anything, right? So I appreciate knowing that. I appreciate you saying it for the people and dropping that little gem about 30 because I didn't even know that. And just letting you know. Because a lot of people think everybody is cooped up in this entrepreneur business. Everybody wants to do it, but it's like this is a process. It's not for the weak at all, and it's not easy. It is it's definitely very rewarding for sure. For sure, definitely very rewarding, but it is not an easy process. So I love the fact that you just broke it down like that because a lot of people talk about the glory and the lights and their highlights. But not a lot of people talk about what did you have to do to get there? What are the sacrifices that you had to make? What are the mental shifts that you had to adjust? Right? What are some of the people that you might have to let go or not necessarily let go of, but curb your time with them?
Everybody. Everybody. Like they're like the only way a relationship will work is if you're a full-blown entrepreneur, don't think you dating. If you're serious about your business, don't think you're dating. It is not. It's not as realistic as people make it seem. If you are really, striving for a successful business, you're going to go insane. You're going to go crazy with your business and in a good way. So you're not going to have time for a date. And if you want to date, you need somebody who is understanding, patient, or somebody you can already trust. Y'all just live together and they can see y'all sleeping
because but that's some real. That's real. That is so real.
Sometimes I go to sleep. My mind is on go. Sometimes I went almost 4 days straight without eating. Didn't even notice because I'm on go. Yeah. I'm moving.
Yeah.
And another thing too, when you were talking about those liabilities, don't make your own self a liability. Don't be afraid to delegate responsibilities. Use that time. Find people that you trust. Know they are not going to do as you do it, but you can, as you get those people that you see that are taking initiative, that mean well, that are putting their best foot forward. You take your time and you create some type of plan for them to carry out and follow out. Because if you do not learn how to delegate responsibilities and tasks, you're going to burn yourself out and it don't even matter. So don't become your own liability.
That is true. So if y'all don't know, this show is based all around mental health and self love. So with that being said, we're gonna get into a couple of mental health and self love questions. So that was a big thing that you said. It's, everything you just said, trying to keep it forward and pay yourself forward and do everything for you and make sure your assets and your liabilities or all of that is right. But that also has to do with your self love, your mental health, and how you can promote that. And
Fight a good fight. Fight a good fight.
Together, right?
For sure.
So I would say, how can we break the stigma around mental health in the workplace and in school?
Actually, stop the whole structure. Stop the whole structure.
So let's
Stop
talk
the whole
about it.
structure.
Come on now.
My oldest son, the school that he goes to, nothing is traditional.
Let's go.
Nothing is traditional. They own a couple acres. They're like a mini college campus. They have just to give you an idea, they have a Lego Ninja Warrior gym.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give you an idea of what's going on. Mm-hmm. They have a building outside their school. They have a building that is just there to teach theater and things like that. They go outside just to be in the grass.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They
love that.
The desk with the chairs and the bright lights and the books and the pencils all day is not.
It's not it.
It's not it. They took all those curriculums out of school for us. They put them in these private schools, and they want you to pay $400 a week for them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they just gotta dismantle the whole thing. Like, I know everybody's so upset with Trump wanting to get rid of the school board, school district, whatever the case may be, but we haven't been happy with it anyway.
Right. And why can't we pour into our own children and teach them what it is that we feel that they need to know?
He said he would be giving, if this was a real thing, he would give each family $10,000 per child, right? Hear me out. This all stuff gets dismantled. A teacher makes a minimum of $40,000 a year, right? They make They make 32.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Come on.
And I already got 2 kids in my house. My best friend has a child around the same age. Do you have a child that's around the same age? Okay, so that's we just accounted for almost $60,000. We could be able to pay a teacher and have a teacher's assistant.
Let's go.
And
come on, CoCo.
Start all over. Just be okay with it, y'all.
Just be okay.
Exactly. Like, have you ever seen those crazy wildfires that got rid of all of this vegetation life? Eventually it grows back, and it grows back so beautiful and better, right? Bigger, stronger, better. Mm-hmm. They came back with a fresher idea, ready to. It's just time to start over.
Yeah. Love that you said that. I absolutely love that you say that, because that's the type of talk that we be talking about, and she ain't never lying. Mm-hmm. And everybody, y'all be mad. Y'all be big mad when I talk like this. Y'all be so big mad. But I'm so happy that CoCo is like, yeah, because when I be talking about this stuff, y'all be so mad. But yes, but we do, because we know how CoCo talks. That's why I was so excited. Like, she coming. She give it to y'all. Yeah, like, I'm going for a nice little minute. Let's talk about it. Because people are not ready to have some, that everybody wants to be grown and everybody's awake and everybody, is claiming certain things. But everybody can't have these real hard conversations, right? People are programmed so heavy. They're programmed so heavy. What? They can't function. What? The status that's brand. Okay. So it's like, yes, I'm so excited to be able to have a platform where we can have these conversations, not just this one conversation, and also have guests. Because all our guests don't have the same ideas. All of our guests don't have the same opinions and things like that. So I appreciate everybody's opinion, right? And I appreciate what everybody feels and everybody's point of view. But I am just so excited that we have a platform where people feel comfortable enough to express their point of view, whatever that might be. Right? But I'm excited. Let me get to what it is. I'm excited when we can have these conversations, right? Because yes, everybody's so big mad about a lot of the things that Trump is doing, but y'all, for real though, that do you know what she just said? Do you know how it would help us if we change our mindset just a little bit and became the community that everybody talks about, right? That everybody talks about, but the action is what we really need. But if we took the action that CoCo just said and became the community that we needed, and then taught our children what it is that they needed to know, imagine how much further we can go. Imagine the generational wealth then, right? Imagine the legacies then, right? It's just like I don't know. Just got me excited.
That's the 90s.
Got me. The 90s. Did I
Bring back Mrs. So and so, keeping an eye on the Mr. Such and such that live at the corner that don't play about these kids and these crossing the street.
Because when we got in trouble by one parent, we got in trouble by everybody knew.
And then we on watch for like the next 2 weeks.
You can't even. I'm looking out the window at town because I can't go outside.
And I'm sitting on the step by myself because I can't come outside.
Can we get back to the era you asked my mom? Because she'll say, yeah, you asked.
Yes.
Back to that.
Yes, I love it, bro. I just love that.
Like, throw away these phones, pull up to the crib and knock. See if I'm home.
Listen. So everybody, so we have Tiffany on, right? And I have to read Tiffany's comment because she said that she is so grateful to be able to build community and provide resources and information. And she's so thankful and grateful for us today having this conversation and sharing this information.
Yes.
Thank you, Tiffany, for watching, girl. Make sure you share, because everybody needs to hear this information.
What you do?
Yes, Tiffany, talk about it. Lila, what do you do? Tell us a little bit about you, Tiff. Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, I hope she's
Yeah.
So Marie said bullseye, and Michelle is on, and she said you got to have a plan and a backup.
okay.
That's funny because that's also different perspectives, right? Because we just had a speaker come into our nonprofit Tuesday, right? So what she was saying was people kept asking her, "What's your plan B? What's your plan B?" And she kept telling them, "My plan B is plan A because if I think about a plan B, my plan A won't work because I have to have my mindset focused on plan A. Me thinking about a plan B will self-sabotage my plan A." So
I got some. I'm intertwined both.
okay, come on.
So she's saying with the girl that you had up there, what she's saying is she is not changing her mind from that being her end goal. What Michelle is saying, let's have multiple ways of getting to the end goal. They say the same thing. Yeah,
I love it. Come on.
It's always more one way than skin.
Yes. That's why I love the different opinions and perspectives. Like, let's talk about it. Love it.
Yes, you know what's so funny? Because you keep saying 90s era, 90s girl. I remember that song, 90s girl. I'm a 90s girl. I'm a 90s girl. That was my song.
Hold on.
They're like, so show me something.
Yes.
Yeah, we gonna end up playing that or the one of our. Don't be surprised we gonna end up playing that. Or
they too funny. I love it. So wait, did you hit her with a mental health question? We about to get a self love question in here. Okay, let's see what we going to hit you with right now. So.
Why you look at Michelle said it's good to help others build, but you got to start somewhere. I'm a teacher, so I have to trust the process and the shit.
Yes.
See, Michelle as a teacher.
Yes. Yes.
First of all, 60,000, and now we could 60,000. If everybody don't even have the money or whatever the case may be from the neighborhood, I think 60,000 is very reasonable to pay one person, and they still can have an assistant, and they don't have to have a large size classroom. 10 kids max. 10 kids max.
Let's go. I'm ready to build a community.
Yeah.
I'm ready to build a community, y'all. Seriously.
It only takes about 10, 15 people to be members.
Come on. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So this is our another self-love question. So is how has your understanding of self-love evolved over time?
I'm gonna just say you can hate me now. But honestly, the self love went through the roof to the point where I may seem selfish to others, and it's not even about me being selfish, but it's what I know I'm capable of and the responsibilities that I have behind me. Like people just see me, oh, she's pretty, she's bubbly. I have a lot of responsibilities behind me. Um, and to say that is I'm going to make sure I'm first. I'm fine first. I'm always going to be first on the list. I'm even first before my kids. Because if I ain't got it, what I'm gonna get done? Yeah. So I'm definitely I'm selfish. I'm selfish and within reason of my selfishness. Because if I ever am selfish, can't nobody be like, oh she no. They think about it like, you know what, she was right. And I do apologize. I don't, like sorry mom, but my mom, she because I know how to do hair, she wanna pop up whenever she feel like it and get her hair. And it took so long. She was like, well, I used to do, and I'll be like,
boundaries.
Somehow what you did it because you had to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't get my hair class. It's like, wow, because you ain't done my brain. But now she's starting to understand when my mom has to get her hair done. It's never a no. It's a day and a time. And if she don't stick to it, she got to come back the next time. I ain't going to kick her out like she a client. But she just got to wait till next time.
Boundaries. Everybody has boundaries when it's associated with you because only you know what you can tolerate from whoever. And to be able to continue to go too.
Mentally taking on stuff. Yes. Everybody should be okay with that. You don't have to give nobody an answer right then and there. You can always say, hey, let me check back in with you. I'll let you know. Check in with yourself. Do that feel good for you in turn? It doesn't mean whatever they're presenting to you is bad. But is that something that you can spiritually, mentally, and physically take on at that moment? And if not, you got to be real with yourself. Oh my God.
I have a friend that calls and says that she has enough, she's aware enough to say, hey, I got to talk to you about something, but it might be a little bit heavy. You have the capacity to be able to deal with it. She's like, to say that is heavy. That's heavy enough to
right care package. She's too cute. But
like, that's heavy because some people will just unleash on you and you're like, what you already having today?
Yeah. Oh, what you trying to keep your aura in the face?
You were like, some people would just be calling like, girl. So I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Then you gotta get a little space tag and first hit the airplane mode. Yeah. And then leave it open like at least 7 minutes. Like, yeah, my service is bad, girl. I'm such and such.
Yeah, that's it. Because but she definitely does that, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Really, I don't even know her. I love her. That care like that just fit. Client love me talking about more business.
Love that for you. Congratulations with the business. Congratulations. So let me tell you, I just love CoCo to pieces, y'all. Everything about her, I just always. Like, since I met her, I just like, oh my God. So, I just gotta give you your flowers, my girl. I just see you out here shining and glowing and growing. Even on days when you might not feel like you shining and glowing and growing, you're still shining and glowing and growing. And I just love it. And life be life, but that's okay. You just gotta bounce back, keep it moving, and keep being you because I love everything else in you. So yes, gotta give you your flowers.
Go for her flowers too because it was a while back ago where I was going through a lot and CoCo showed up with a care package for me. Yes, she did. And just like 2 weeks ago, I opened the candle and was like, hey, everybody talk about these bags. And I was like, I'm gonna do this little candle. But it was a long story.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh yeah, that's the story.
We're not gonna tell the story on here. I'm sorry, the story because they all not gonna play on me like that. So I'm gonna tell you the story when we get off the live.
I'm excited.
If anybody want to know the backstory, then y'all can DM me and I'll give it to y'all. But I'm not going to show it out. I'm not going to tell everybody. Y'all like to DM me the story. What's the story? Because I'm not going to tell everybody. But I'm going to tell you the story. The kid,
No, we gotta get a T side quest, but freaking crazy side quest.
that's the all about. But the candle was awesome. The smell was great. And thank you so much for caring and loving on me. Yeah, I love them so hard.
Because you are amazing. You are one of my support systems out here. And if you're hurting, I'm going to do the best I can to help you get your balance.
Reciprocate that. And I love that about our circle. Like, I love that so much. Y'all not part of our circle. I don't know what y'all will.
Everybody doesn't give an invitation either. Let me put that out there. Okay.
Y'all gotta have telepathy for that.
Come on. Everybody.
Telepathy invites only.
I'm just saying.
Telepathic interviews. Being hosted. You can tell me what happened with the candles.
So I gotta tell everybody that we always keep doing the tea, right?
Yes.
Tea is how you clap in sign language. So we clapping. Yeah. We out here clapping. I just learned this, yo. I got everybody. You know when I learned something, I gotta teach y'all. I gotta tell y'all, right? So we out here teeing and clocking. We clapping
with the tea. But yeah, shout out to Dad. She was the one who gave me the amazing space and environment to go and create that candle. I made that candle myself. Measurements and all with the fragrance.
It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I love being able to create the candles there and everything. Yeah, shout out to Susan for sure.
I want that candle to feel like a refreshing hug, like just like make you want to
like girl.
Hug me. Play your backstory. I ain't told you later, but it's
y'all should be doing that all the time. She might just release it. I don't know what she might want y'all to do for that, but I'm just saying.
They gotta make them do something.
Right. They gotta do something like for them. Y'all want to hear it.
She's like them candles, y'all. I want to know now. So y'all come up with whatever y'all come up with what they gotta do. They gotta do it.
So I will just say that if anybody know me the way that they supposed to know me, then you just know me. You just know that just things happen when it comes to me. So you could just only imagine. So beautiful. So I just know that.
First of all, when somebody don't do that. She a beautiful soul. That's first of all, that's how you know she did something wrong. Because that's the kind of stuff you say when you see like a real ugly baby. Like
that baby shoes are free.
That baby soul is so
what? I love that outfit. It's so cute.
You know what that bow cute.
Yeah. Oh, so funny. Please, y'all. I'm sorry. We only can be us. Authentically and unapologetically. I'm sorry. This is what you're going to get. If you show up, this is what you're going to get. Okay?
All right. But we do have a prayer request, y'all. So Michelle said, please say a prayer for me because I just lost my mom last Monday. So can y'all pray for my mental, I love y'all energy and vibe.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. Condolences on your mother. Is it mine?
And you have an angel by name. So all your endeavors that you want to do out here, just know that she at God's front door every morning. Baby, as soon as you get up, she up on it. So get up on your job. You got an angel by name now.
Okay.
Everything is possible for sure. Now my mama delivering the message, they gonna get it. They gonna get it. She ain't dragging her feet about nothing. And whoever else over there supposed to be assistant, she on their butts.
I love it.
Okay.
And that's
everything is in abundance for you now. Real. Everything is in abundance.
She didn't leave you. She's just not around the way that you can you're used to her being around. Say it that way.
Yeah.
You're used to her, but she did not leave you.
Yeah.
And that's heavy because when we were at the higher conference and we did that aura picture.
Oh yeah.
And we had the opportunity to take a picture of our aura. Right? It was so beautiful. It was so different.
And it was so real.
And it was so real. It was so on point because once you take the picture, then the young lady, it was a young lady. So then the young lady explains the different lighting and the different colors and the different energies. And the majority of us that were there who explained their pictures to us, when we were talking or whatever, all had spirits with us. The majority of us. Now, different people had different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending, but we all had some sort of spirit with us.
I had all 8 of mine.
She had 8.
I had
8.
All 8 of mine around me. God,
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. I was like,
Watching you happy.
yes.
They see you.
And that was such a thing because so many people had left like right in that time frame. So for it to even be 8 like that, it was like
it was so real.
Point.
It was so real.
They don't know what's going on. They don't know.
They
don't know you can say that.
It was crazy. Like, and you could see them though. It wasn't that she was telling us. You could see them. You could count.
Yeah, and you could see the aura, and it was blue. They're blue.
Yeah, you could count. It was so good. It was amazing.
Yeah, I had 2 or 3. I had 2 or 3 with me. So yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. We gotta go. We had to do it. We had to do it. My sister talked about how can we get up the machine. So you got to now.
I love it. Oh,
first of all, I was going and I love it. I love the machine. You like, wait a minute.
She see the long goal. Okay, because everybody's gonna eventually get tapped in.
Right.
Wait a
minute.
It might take them to 30 something to get to it. 20, 30 something to understand what's going on, but
I've never experienced nothing like that. You go in, put your hands on the magnetic box or whatever the case may be, and it definitely, you sit there for a minute, it takes a picture of you like twice, and then it prints the picture out, with the colors and or. I wish I had it here so y'all can see it. But I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna show it to you, and Tish can show you.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have this.
But that was something different. I've never experienced.
Oh, wow.
Right. That's very dope. That's very true.
That camera stuff is
very true because I think that people would love to see something like that.
Yeah,
because it was different. It was definitely different.
That was an
something I know I never experienced before. But then, like you said too, you do it and you're like, but no, so real. It was so.
Because it was like you got a reading. You didn't know that you were getting a reading that day.
That got read.
You got a reading. You got a reading from yourself. From yourself.
So
that's powerful. But yes, we got to figure out where she at, and we gonna go there. We can do a group trip, field trip, to the Aura. Yes. So we can do that for sure because that was really dope. It was really dope, and I know that you would love something like that. For sure.
I'll be in there about 50 times. Girl, I gotta go get my aura. I gotta get my aura shot.
Right? Aura shot. Like what?
What's an aura shot? This young lady, she gonna take pictures.
Right.
Because I'm keeping on.
Right.
I gotta get there.
Thanks, bye.
She gonna get to appointment only type vibes messing with me. He worked with them. She's like,
That's hilarious. Oh, yes. Where am I up or you up, friend? Where we at with it? Okay.
How do you navigate conversations about mental health with loved ones who may not?
they get a solid 7 minutes of focus. Then when I see them start going off on the deep end, okay, I love you. I no longer have the mental capacity. I don't make it seem like it's their fault because obviously I don't have the mental capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there says that is something for them to relate to. Mm-hmm. It's like a retrieval cue. It does trigger them. My cousin, I love my cousin to death. I got his back since he was growing up. Someone put him something and he hasn't been right since. And then, putting them on medicine to try to regulate that, it's made things worse. But he calls me all the time. We're talking all the time. And some days he's aware and present, and some days you could tell where he's at with it. I'm so in tune with him that I know his energy and algorithm before he calls. I know when I can feel when he's about to call. So I'm already adjusted and ready for him. And sometimes if I don't have my mental capacity, I'll give him a solid 7 minutes. Probably won't even take all of that. And then when he take that breath, I'll say, hey, cuz, I love you. If I have some advice, I'll give advice. If not, I love you. We can definitely talk about this later. But right now, I don't have the mental capacity. I'm going through something, and that has always worked. I'm not gonna say that works with everybody who has some type of mental exceptionality, but I think that it will trigger something in them to readjust themselves because now they see that they need to protect you, not harm you. Yeah.
A little bit of reverse psychology.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it a lot.
awesome. That is awesome. Because I say that to myself. I'd be like, all right, I'm about to deal with this person. Let me breathe it out. Let me make sure that I'm right first before I agree or say yes. Or, sometimes you know, right.
That's really
Mhm.
fun.
Everything's fine.
I love you so much. I was a live baby.
All right, thank you.
The live is
Your
live.
mom's a hot. Wait, your mom watching? Your mom is a hot girl. I love you.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes.
I told her you're a babe. You're a babe. Yes.
I love it.
Yes, I aspire, mama.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Be like you.
Okay.
Be just like you. Okay. Absolutely love it. Every minute.
Yeah, you gotta not play the victim because that's really a real thing. After a while, I don't have much of a social battery for. That's why I got my people. I turn up and have energy for my people or things like that, or I don't come out as much because it takes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot. Like when I'm getting overwhelmed, I'll tell my family like I don't need a break to run away.
I always say that. I be like, I'm packing up. Packing up. I know that
Don't do empty threats though.
Yeah, pack up.
Oh, word.
You see me the bag, I'm going.
All right.
I used to do that a lot. That's really when I started my mental health journey. I used to do it every Friday for a year straight.
I love it.
Every Friday for a year straight, I used to come to work with my bag. I used to tell my people at my house. This was when I was married. I left the husband, the kids all in one state. And I used to say on Friday, I will not be coming for work. I will be checking into the nearest hotel there in the street.
Okay.
And that started like 2015. And I used to just run away when I felt like it because I needed to.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing. People think taking a day off or even 3 days off is a thing. Like, especially being a mom, do you think me having a kid-free weekend is enough? First of all, I love my kids to death. Don't get me wrong. But the trauma they put me through.
No, I think it's a 365 job.
Okay.
Don't stop.
And not only am I servicing you, but you taking up real estate up here.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And it's crazy.
I need about 2 weeks of sleep.
It wasn't hard when my kids were little. It's not hard. And my kids got older. I'm older now. And my kids are 24, 19, 16. Hard. It wasn't hard when they were little. I missed them little. Now I gotta hear them talk about stuff that I don't even
Man, I gotta hear them.
I don't even understand some of the stuff they saying. I'm sitting there pretending I understand. They talking in this kid slang. I don't even know. I don't even know what they saying. I'm trying to understand as a mom, but I'm stressed out.
I can tell right there. Right
Now
there.
I got to call the job already. I'm sorry, boo. I'm trying to understand the ask what the other siblings saying. Because they might be close to age and I'm like,
Oh my God. Now I get speaking another language.
yeah, it's hard now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you stressed me.
That was an unleashed.
Yeah.
It unleashed a
So don't
bunch.
think that when your kids get older.
It was so funny.
Sorry, Mom.
It was so funny.
Right. Ooh, that is so
funny, but she ain't never lied. 'Cause my son is about to be 22, and I tell you, he is a riot. I cracks up. Like I think he is funny. My son think I'm not supposed to know none of the songs on the radio. That's like, no, we gotta post it. Like, what? I don't even know the song. I'm like, son, I mean, I'm a part of this world. I mean,
That's because he's listening to these songs.
it's like,
And you're like, wait a minute, my mom know I like this and listen to it. Yeah, I know what you're on. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what's
Like,
going
yeah,
on
I'm
around
still
here.
out here living. Like, I need to just shrivel up because I'm your mother. Like, that's not how it goes. There you go. Not at all. Let me check this flight. Okay. Later, bye. Yes, that is so funny. But yeah, so we got enough time for like one more good old question. Let me shuffle them up. Let me shuffle them up, see what was given. See what the last question is given for you. Okay. Well, this one is the one. This is for the world. It says, if you could share a self-love message for the world, what would that be? For the world, huh? For the world.
Loving yourself right helps you love others.
That fun, yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Because the lessons that you're teaching everybody doing it for yourself. Absolutely. Lead by example, for sure.
It has to start with you first. Can't start with nobody else. It has to start with you first.
I think that's powerful because even like, let's say we were talking about the children, even how your children begin to love on themselves and look at themselves and treat themselves is a huge reflection of how you treat yourself because they see you every day, right? They might not let you know that they're paying attention. They might not say, "Oh, I admire you, mom, dad," or whatever the case, but that's what's going on, right? They're definitely watching. They're definitely learning. They're definitely listening. So you have to lead by example for sure. So I love that you said that. Because you know me, I'm big self love advocate, and I would love everybody in this whole entire world to love themselves on purpose, like first, right, and then pour the love out to everybody else, right? Allow your cup to overflow, and they can drink from that. That's all I. That's it. They can drink from the overflow.
See, this cup is
mine. Yes.
When it runneth over, catch that.
Catch that. That's it. You can't have what's in my cup because then I'll be thirsty. Yeah. Why would you want me to be thirsty? Come on.
Why would you want to take where it's not overflowing?
Come on.
Or
That's scary. That's very much scary. Because now you're a taker. Now you're a taker. And I don't want you in my aura. Yeah, to takers.
And I don't want my cup to be little. Just
little because you only got a little.
yeah, like I want a big cup. I want a big cup.
A big gulp, please. We don't want no baby.
And no ice, no cheating.
No, not watered down, baby. No, I'm not nothing. Let's not do that. We don't want a sippy cup, and we don't want it to be diluted. So come on,
Big gulp,
correct.
no ice.
Big gulp, no ice. Big gulp. Yes, y'all. Come on, it's the real for me.
Oh goodness,
it's real conversations with real people that I love, y'all. Like this is what y'all gonna get. My CoCo and my Tish, y'all.
yes. With us for sure. So guess what? We always say, yo, this can be y'all on the couch. Y'all can come and sit with us. Okay, we are looking for y'all. Okay, we want y'all to be able to come out, express how y'all feel. Let's talk about self love. Let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. Let's talk. If you got a business, if you are just an average person, if you just got some things you want to get off your chest, I'm sitting in touch with us. But we are going to let CoCo tell you where you can find her. We're going to close out.
All right, hi guys. You can find me on Instagram at Queens Clean QUEENZ Clean. It'll be a white white circle with a queen on the logo too. I'm trying to remember because I had to change it because somebody's trying to it's like 2 other Queens Clean that then popped up. It's a Queens Clean Philly.
It's
But
okay.
you'll see me if my face isn't on their screen. That's not my page.
Okay.
Then you can also find me at queenscleaning.com, www.queenscleaning.com. You can book your walk through there and come get royally blessed.
Yes. Yes. So you will be able to check out our website for this episode. Also, you will be able to follow CoCo, not just follow her, but follow. Make sure you follow her cleaning company. Both links will be available for you to do so. Plus, you can check out our past guest episodes as well. But yeah, we will make sure that her correct links is up and running so then that way you can reach her. But you know how you can find us. Look in our stories for our website. It is soultalktp.com. All right. But thank y'all all for watching today. We love having y'all with us. Again, make sure you like, share, comment. That is extremely important because what we talk about will not get out there without y'all help. And we need y'all help. So we need y'all to constantly keep sharing these. You know, when you see us post in our stories, share that we are coming on. We talk about real things, real topics. And we're trying to get into everybody's homes, not just ours.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's pretty much it,
That's
y'all.
it.
That's pretty much it.
That's
Make sure y'all love yourself on purpose. Make sure you're pouring into yourself on a daily basis, like the lady said. Make sure that your cup is overflowing before you're out there pouring into everybody else's cup, okay? And remember to stay in your own lane because everybody else's lane is crowded. That's why y'all keep crashing. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't do it. Don't.
Driving Billy Bottega's like,
Don't.
love your life. Put your seatbelt on. Stay in your lane.
That's it. That's it. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of Soul Talk with T and Key with our special guest CoCo today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like Tish said, like it, share it. You can drop the comments because we will still see it and we will still reply. Have an awesome and amazing rest of y'all Sunday on purpose. Make sure that y'all pour into yourself and love yourself. Okay, bye.